Hello there everybody, and welcome back for some more Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I will finish this game someday, I promise, but for now I'm just really enjoying it quite a lot. And let's dive right back in where we left off. I did a tiny little bit of research on the internet regarding the two missing runestones I haven't found. One was indeed inside the deep burial barrow mound, and I came really close to finding it, but basically you need to explore the maze and keep taking the wrong directions until you come to a dead end to find the last one. And in the meantime, that is not good. And that is a lot of rot, you know? But Senua can run again. Okay, that is mildly... So the... is it this one? Yes, it is. Sorry, just getting used to my mouse side buttons there. So, I'm going to try and find the last runestone on the beach, which is apparently back this way somewhere. And hang on, there's like 2 more shards to explore. Okay. It's apparently back this way, among ruined boats. Kind of over that way-ish. So, poor Senua's really going through the ringer here. You know, she's having a horrific time of it. Oh my god, what's going on? Screen went black. Why did the screen go black? Was it because of the cutscene there? We had that once before the screen went black, passing through a low tunnel. It's ominous because it means that there's either something very wrong with this specific graphics card that this game doesn't like, or something else equally wrong. Now, I need to be careful here, as I need to buy a new mouse for my computer actually, because the current one's dying. And I'm gonna have to... I mean, look, it's like the middle of the weekend, I'll get one, you know, I'll order one Monday. But until then, I can't trust the left click button. It's double clicking when it should single click, and being very unreliable. Now it's somewhere around here that I should be looking. Somewhere... right. Somewhere opposite the tree. So I'm supposed to venture among the ruined boats until I can see the tree, and then it should be directly behind me. So, like, here? Or over this way. Oh, wait, is it? No. Here? No. Quick paranoia check. All good. But it's somewhere in this portion of the beach. and hiding. Hiding. Wait, there we are. There we are. So I'll never get one of a maze, unfortunately, and that's very frustrating because apparently there is an achievement for getting all of them, but hey, I don't think that replaying that plague portion is worth the aggro just for one more rune. Plus I don't think I could actually.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end.
What, the fact that he was an old man with one eye and a spear wasn't enough?
She is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
The thing is, looking at this, right, there's one or two more sword shards to gain. And that would take me up to being very near the end of the game. That would take me up to the end of Unmask. I know people have said it's a very short game, but I would kind of hope it's a bit longer than this. Although, once she has gained the sword, she can then go on to achieve her destiny, perhaps. What is her destiny? To slay Hell and take her place? To become Hell? As she truly destroys her own soul and self? You know, just total loss of the self to become part of something greater? Or is it more of a heroic ending? I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. The sword Gram shall be found. Actually, it's interesting because, as I mentioned, the sword Gram inside the tree doesn't look like a Viking era sword at all. Well, the blade and pommel are kind of okay. The hilt's not too bad. The quillons, on the other hand, are just... yeah, they're more like a century or two later. Although, going from the later German myth, that might actually make a lot of sense. Let's hone in on this challenge and find out what faces us.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Baldr. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
One of the more well-known stories, very popular with Christians, because it mimics so closely some of their tests. And he's going! He's gone! Oh! Must remember to look for runes in here. Apparently one of these challenges of Odin's have no runes in at all. Possibly there's like 2 areas of the game with no runes in, and yeah, apparently I am really like nearly 2/3 done. Can I push this? Surely. It's a mother's face, isn't it? I'll have to stand back on the other side over there to the left and find it out. Oh,
Focus
the
on the mask.
back of the mask? I can focus on... Wow. Okay.
The mask is here to
Where are
watch.
we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
Wait.
It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here.
Can I go back
we
and
stay?
forth between the two?
Stay here. It's safe here. It's calm here.
I can.
It's nice.
So what's the difference between the stormy rain and the light one? Well, the voice is like the light one, but is there something I'm missing? And why does donning the mask change it? Oh, Fehu! First rune of the fulfils.
Bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The
Uh.
bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
So it fixes the bridge. What else does it fix? And there we are. Berkanas for betray. Oh wait, if I use the mask to swap back and forth to look for runes, I'm going to do that.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldr. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldr dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldr's mother makes everything in the world, fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldr's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
There's an interesting version where, rather than it being a dart made of the little mistletoe, it is a sword made of meteoric iron that has fallen from the sky, and it is named mistletoe because the mistletoe made no promise not to hurt Baldr. And that could be a kenning, or it could be an actual description. So kenning is like word knowing, word understanding. It's basically a pun. It's something the Vikings were really into. They also really liked alliteration, although not the kind of alliteration where you're just changing the first letter, looking at the first letters of words. The actual proper alliteration is, it's not just the first letter of any word, but also the main letter of any word. And I should come around here.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to find Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said
He's close.
Always said he would wait.
He loves you. Calling you. Dillion.
I bet the voices would say something
Dillion, we're
very
here.
different.
Dillion, we're nearly here.
Is that open in the Raining World version of this? It may well be. I suspect that coming down here is important to lower this other drawbridge. These drawbridges don't look too historical. This solid metal bar as a locking mechanism, that seems more like a gameplay thing. What I'm going to do now, of course, is go back to the mask, change things back, and see... Oh, is that rock on the back of her shoulder as well? It looks like it is. It's not just mud and dirt and grime. Oh, that looks like something that's going to need to be pieced together as part of a puzzle. Yes. See, these gates are now open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
this feels bad. Wait,
Dillian, there he is. There he is.
Where?
What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way.
he's in
Find
there.
him. Go before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him. Way too many times.
Oh.
Disappear. Dillian,
Oh,
there
oh.
he is. Quick. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
So we can switch back and forth between the two, and we can just walk around that gate. That
The
is
world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light.
interesting.
Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom.
I see you up there, don't worry.
Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
We have so many runes to find, and oh, I didn't go back and check. I was going to go back and check. Well,
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldr, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldr's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldr's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
yes. So it's with the star metal. It's like a meteor that was falling to Earth and in the sky when the question was asked, and thus it was never asked. Now I'm going to change this back.
She should have listened. Why didn't she listen to me? She thought she could do it.
I'm coming back here because essentially what I'm asking is, why did I need to lower that second bridge? Alright, what was here blocking things beforehand? And what lies?
The curse. And now the darkness is swallowing me both.
Is there something here that I can find?
You're cursed.
I do like the cunning way that shapes have been placed in the world. That's what. So it doesn't actually seem to be anything. Wait.
Curse. Just like it strangled him.
Has this check? Oh, it's just gone completely. Okay. So other. Wait, that is broken? How did I get up here? This is very intriguing.
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
So, it has actually broken the bridge by switching back and forth, because originally I went up that side, and that now is impassable. So there is a form of very interesting. So something else has changed. Did I just not notice this being broken and impassable the first time? So the first change from night to day brings us back, brings us up to here.
It's the secret.
Then down here, day to night, opens up these gates. Then there, night to day, lets us into the main hall. So I don't believe I've missed anything here just yet. But I am looking for 4 more runes in this area, so I need to keep my wits about me here. I should not run so readily. Wait. One more test. Is this gate locked as well, or only the other one? Because the other has chains upon it. This one did not appear to be locked. There may be something through here of great use, like another rune. Well, it was worth a try. You never know. Could have found something useful there. Am I going to have to go to that tree all the way over there? Maybe. Hey! Spot on a rock. And the rune is in the hall there.
She knew best. She thought she had light within her. She is pure darkness.
Speaking of the darkness being within her is a theme that has come up quite frequently.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Indeed. Without her Dillion, there is no hope. No need for life. I mean, look, that's probably almost it. What else do you have up here? Things. No. Then what will the room bring? Hey, we have a beam. Okay.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
This barred door. This gate should now be open, and now she can be here in the daytime as well as the night. In fact, she can open this. Oh, I'm seeing fun times now. So now that I've opened that during the day, can I open it during the night as well? Because I'd like to see what's through here in the night time.
Dillion saved her. You owe your life to Dillion. You owe everything
Isn't
to
this always spot on a rock? Oh, that is so...
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed.
That's a
when
mother
we can
face.
face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
Well, that was a... Oh, I see it now. Yes, I see the face loosely in the fog, but it just looks so bright and heavenly. So Druth has his beard and his hood. The mother has really, really thick Egyptian style eyeliner. I mean, let's be honest, it's massive. So we're coming back for one more trial.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like? Best of the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
Oh wow, this is like really manic depressive, isn't it? We come into this night time and it's all mood and gloom and voices are saying she destroys everyone she loves. There's no hope, it's all gone. The darkness is inside her, she's made of darkness. We go to the light time and it's really cheery and happy. And I'm gonna check.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Do we get a mother face? No.
His love has tortured
I mean,
you, and it tortures them.
That's rather like my mother's face there, you know, the two eyes under the bridge, but that's not what we were seeing. We're seeing it up here in the... What's it now? Has this opened up?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead.
No.
He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Time to go. Use the mask once more. So why is the mask what it is? You know, why does it look so metallic? And why does it look so blue from behind? Because it's very similar to the mother's face. Well, not really, just a little.
Doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
So it's kind of like the gold-faced god of Baldr, but not quite. What does front... I mean, that is a very masculine face. And the pattern on the forehead is the same as the floor. I'm not sure that's anything I recognise. So let's go inside, into this great hall, and find the room, but it's in reverse. I mean, look. So that is not what we need, so it's going to be something like that.
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Probably just have to turn around and see it right behind me in a moment.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Oh, of course, the light will fall through it. So if I stand in the right place, I will see. There we go. So, now that I've found that, obviously, I'm going to look for... Oh.
Not in this one.
Oh. I see.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Senua,
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you. Why isn't he here?
he's gone.
He's in the dark world.
So
He's
now...
gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other
It's
world.
alright,
Without
it's alright,
you.
I can work it out. I'm just coming back through here.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
He's still in there.
He didn't know. He was kind.
So then I come through this way and the door will be open and I'll be able to go up those stairs.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
No runes here.
There he is. Where are you taking us?
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way.
You.
There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do this.
There are different runes in different worlds. Should be Tears rune.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldr. The blind god Druth was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Druth says, I cannot see where Baldr stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Druth throws the mistletoe at Baldr. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldr is killed. And for this,
Guilty.
Druth is slain.
Was it worth it?
Hurth is usually called Hodder or Hod. Hurth is not a name I usually know him by. So that, in and of itself, is interesting. I need to find an angle.
Everything gets broken in the end.
3
You killed him with your love
More.
because he believed in you.
3 more runes to find in here.
Look what happens to the things you love.
Oh, this poor woman and her suffering. When will it end? Will they? Oh, it's one of these ones where we line it up so it looks complete. And there we go.
You kill the things you love with your curse.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
You deserve this.
Ooh. So that door essentially serves to force us to be in the night version of this world when we go up these stairs into this part.
You had that loved you. You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Oh, I'm going all the way up there, but first off, there's another carcass, another corpse.
You have blood on your hands.
You are guilty. You will always be guilty.
Was it worth it?
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Baldr. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldr's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldr's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
The name of Baldr's wife is Nanna.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
3 runes. Tiawaz, Manaz, and Iwaz, or Iwaz. It's for EI from friend, not the IE.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend,
Why didn't she listen to him?
Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. And she was caught between 2 worlds.
Well,
That of Zinbel and her path.
that's somewhere I'm going to end up
Dillion.
standing.
A future. 2 realities tearing at her soul.
He's down there. Ah, come on now.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves.
She destroys. You have no time for this.
That was too easy. Oh, I see. So, yeah, we're going to go around the other side and make the other side and open it up. Yeah, I see.
What if these trials mean nothing?
Oh, these trials mean something, even if they mean nothing to those that set them. To her, they are everything.
What if they are just to tire you, to make you weak before darkness within you?
They are to tire me out, make a week before battle. Well, she won't have been able to fight for a long time, so she'll be out of practice fighting. It's time to gaze into this mask and see what changes are wrought in the world.
He led you
Unless-
astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
His love has tortured you.
And it tortures him.
Hey, that is very close. I think it may be the shadows again. So I can't go down. Not the shadows, the light that is cast. This is still locked. Good. There is no rune here.
Dillion saved you from them.
Do you remember what love feels like?
Oh, what if there was a puzzle where her shadow made part of the shape out
He
of
was
the
the
light
only
that was
one she
being
could
cast?
Could she trust him?
So she would actually have to stand and block out part of the shadow. That would be pretty nifty.
Remember, Dillion?
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
I don't know, we haven't heard that much of his voice yet. I kind of remember it, but
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
only vaguely.
Do you remember the way you felt?
So we want to open that from the other side. Ah, no mother face this time. That is sad.
He was the
But
only
aha.
one who didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldr return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldr stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldr, weep him out of hell. And ever overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell. Overcome with grief,
Sorry, my
the
finger
gods
slipped.
send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldr return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela.
This is of course very
We shall see
telling
if he is truly
with regards
missed.
to Senua's story.
If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldr stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldr, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldr was
Thought.
never my friend, she says. Let Hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Remember him whispering in your ear?
Yes, Thought the Giantess seems more Christian, like they're trying to equate
Dillion
Loki with the
saved you
devil
from them.
and don't want to let anyone else, make him responsible for everything. Whereas earlier he was more of a mischief maker. Both these doors are now open. We still can't get to that platform and the mask upon it. Is this locked? This is locked. We're going to need to change worlds unless... Yes, that's locked. And there's our last rune out there on the balcony. So that's okay. So it's going to literally be a case of go downstairs, come, loop back, over, round the balcony, back through the door on the other side, and we'll be jobs done. Oh wait, yeah, there's I was there. We shall see it from the outside on the balcony, and then we can come down here and open this door.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Oh, I understand. Stand on the balcony, change it back to day, and see the light of Tears rune coming through the hole in the wall. Got it, because that'll be the one place it can be seen from.
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
There he is. There he is. Dillion. My love. Don't worry. Senua is coming to find her love. I don't know how she's going to make a bridge to that though. But
Do you know?
oh,
Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
here we are. Right. The voices are so full of doubt. It's time to change the world.
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
You're cursed.
Why is this day so positive and uplifting? Ah, Yeraz. Yeraz used as a Y. It's the J rune, so it's the... It makes sense because it's a soft J, but sounds like a Y. But it's the one rune in the whole message that is slightly out of place.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldr's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Oh, is this going to be like, like that other game, Life is Strange, where it's not really a game about rewinding time, it's a game about coming to terms with the death of a loved one, of the sudden death.
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Now to venture back,
Why did you think you
we
could
shall
make
need
this
to change the world once more.
Runes, you see runes everywhere.
everywhere? What if they're not real? What if they don't
Your
actually make
curse is
sense?
claimed Dillion.
The gods were lying.
You think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
I will say that when it comes to mental disability and seeing shapes and patterns in everything.
But it doesn't mean
Yeah, I can totally empathise with that.
Read this language you don't understand.
Sinbel was right.
You're wasting time.
You'll see shapes that others cannot.
Slow.
You know,
Quicker.
patterns, combining things, pulling things together, making meanings out of things that others consider empty and meaningless. Just because others cannot see them doesn't mean they are not there, but it means they are unwilling to see. However, was it important? Did it hold any meaning?
Everything gets broken in the end.
You've killed him with your
And
love
did it
because he
really
believed
matter?
in you.
Oh no. So I was going to say actually, when Senua is in the vision before fighting Surt, where Dillion was asking Senua, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You know, and she was saying, "I have to go and do this alone." She was saying, "Promise you'll come back to me."
She thought she had
That
light
might have been the
within her.
confrontation with her father.
She is pure darkness.
And this could all be coming together, telling her story. We have probably gained all the runes in this area. So now it's time to find Tyr's rune.
He saved you. He saved you.
Loves you.
You owe him. His love keeps you strong.
Wait.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way you felt? What if they're all about wasting your time just delaying?
There we go. So it is going to be the day when we come out to... Oh, right, no. Oh, we have to go out in night time. That's going to be really horrid. Can I be really tricky?
Does it feel like to be in that waste of her
Open the door, change it back to day mode to fix the bridge,
What if the gods are laughing?
and then
messing
come
with
back
her
out again. There he is. Her Dillion, her love. The bridge is broken in this night. Ah, you have gone. No! No!
Dillion!
You cannot be serious. Can I please go back and just blatantly turn it into day mode?
Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
And if I do, will that gate still be locked and will I be unable to go out onto the bridge? Probably.
Do you even remember?
His love.
Yes, it's locked. Oh, that is horrible. So, as far as I can tell... Praise the sun?
So
Or is it the Algi's rune?
you're cursed.
As far as I can tell, the trick to the tightrope walking type parts is to just never stop. Carry straight on, and we can almost guarantee he will not be on the far side when she gets there.
Yes.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
How? Literally how? Is it stop when she starts losing her balance and then start again after a little bit? I don't know.
You are guilty.
Hey, that's a lot less rot.
Was it worth it?
Oh my god, falling off that bridge was so worth it! Falling off that beam was so rewarding. The one time when death was beneficial and now he beckons. That is a really long beam, right? Just want to say that.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel.
She can do it. You
can do it.
I guess he took after his father,
Oh, no!
a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
So I stopped, I waited for her to regain her balance, I started to move again, she lost her balance, and I took one foot off the beam. Oh my god. There's literally no way, no mask in here to make it day and just walk across the bridge. The horror of the thin beam.
Dillian!
This might be a long one. If it's anything like that first broken bridge. Alright, well
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
had to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her.
how? Literally, how did you fall off, woman? Ah, you know, I really want to feel for this woman, but when it comes to constantly falling off a bloody bridge every time, her sense of balance has got to be shocking. I mean, I don't know, right? I don't do this kind of stuff for a living, but
Dillian!
But how difficult is this going to be? Right, so look, I know it says don't look down,
Dillian
but
never much cared for the
the player
underworld.
loses control of the camera during these
Dimly upon the
boardwalk
druids,
sections. I'm going to say
like her
boardwalk.
father,
Okay, right, I'll let
Zinbao.
go.
I guess he
Wait,
took
wait,
after
wait.
his father.
I was just,
Chief
hey,
who believed
oh,
nothing.
come on! Unbelievable.
Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the
Oh.
thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves.
Is this the end of the game? Falling off a bloody bridge so many times she dies and loses her save. There has got to be a way.
Dillian!
I mean, I can't run, can I?
It's not safe.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld.
You're going to fall.
And looked
Wait, I
dimly
can
upon the
run?
druids, like her father, Zinbao.
Steady, she can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father,
Don't,
a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
I have no idea how to...
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him?
Is this...
Love has tortured you, and it tortures them.
Is this just like the plague section where they just want to make sure you've got like the maximum rot contagion level by the time you've finished it, so they reset it to the minimum and then just crank up the difficulty so it's time to die again and again and again and again and again?
Dillian!
I think it might be.
There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld.
So...
Looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbao.
Stop.
I guess he took after his
Stop.
father,
Whoa.
a chieftain who believed
Hold
nothing
on,
he
hold
couldn't
on.
see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind.
Yep.
She
Okay.
felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes.
Easy.
Slowly.
Easy. No!
Darkness
You
that had bound her
stupid woman! You fell right through the wood! How could you do that? Ah.
Squashed into strangled. The curse cannot be undone.
Wouldn't that just be the way for this game to end it? Like, give you just an impossible difficulty thing that actually cannot be done and trick you into trying it so many times that you die?
Dillian!
Okay, gonna try and run the whole thing. So, running does make her step
Never much
faster.
cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So this first
I
time,
guess he took after his
it's
father,
wait for her to
chieftain who
wobble
believed
up to
nothing he
be
couldn't see.
about upright,
and he happened
and
to be
then
blind.
continue.
She felt safe in Dillion's arms.
This
And
second
to see the
time,
world through his
I
eyes.
don't know what needs to be done, but nothing works. It's those rocks, that line of boulders that protrudes up there. She's not allowed to pass beyond that point, because otherwise she might fall into the water. And we can't have that now, can we? We want to see her land. Okay, come on, girl. Come on, you can do this. So, I wonder if...
Dillion!
How on earth? So the camera looks down automatically, right? There's no
Cared for the underworld,
no camera control at this point.
like her father, Zinbal.
Wait, can I?
I guess he took after his
Whoa.
father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see.
Oh, really? Wait, hey!
She felt safe in Dillion's arms, and to see the world through his eyes. Slowly,
Do it soon.
the darkness that
I've
bound us
found out how to do it.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall.
Yeah! Go me! I've worked out the controls.
That's it.
No, no, back. Right, come on. I'll explain it afterwards, but basically there is a knack to it.
Be quick.
Don't you dare disappear, he's gonna... No!
He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone.
Oh, that is so cruel. So very cruel.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world?
What changed there?
You, only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
It's the puddle in front of the shard
You're
stones.
disappearing one memory at a time. Every
Yes.
time you remember, it disappears.
Eating her away. Memories dissolving.
Take everything
I
you
did
have
wonder
and
if,
remove
she's being stripped away piece by piece so she can be truly
They're
dead
eating
like
you
hell.
from the inside.
So, yeah, the control to the tightrope walking sections is actually quite simple. So, if she starts wobbling to one side or the other, use the left and right movement keys to pull her back upright and stop her falling off. I'm so glad I finally know that now. I mean, there was I like the way the game has no instructions, no tutorial, but then again, it's really punishing because instinctively she should know some of these things. But yet she's in a strange kind of vision or trance-like state. I'm just going to go back and look at the sword again to see if it's changed at all now that I've recovered 3 portions of it. Or if I'm just going to have to do the whole thing to get it to... Why am I going the long way round? The whole thing to get the sword to come up all in one instead of piece by piece. I was thinking like the pommel might become more real, the hilt, the blade, the quillons, you know, everything. No, it's about... I don't know, it might have a slightly less blue glow coming directly off it. There's blue glow around it, obviously. Well then, let's head down to that final shard and get stuck here, because there ain't a way through. So, it was worth taking the long way round, maybe. Maybe. But then again, maybe not. Oh yeah, it blatantly was. Okay, good. So I wasn't a complete fool for coming around this way. But wow. So, in the story where the gods hunt down Loki for the murder of Baldr, there's an interesting version where he turns into, I believe it's a salmon, to swim in the waters. And he's been fishing. And he burns his fishing net before diving into the water and turning into a salmon to swim away and escape. And the gods recreate, they learn how to make the very first fishing net from looking at the patterns of the fishing net in the ashes of the fire. And that is how the Norsemen first learned how to create fishing nets. And then they catch him in the net and haul him up on the land and force him to turn back into a god, and yeah, all the nasty stuff happens. Anyway, I think this is as good a place as any to end the episode. I'm glad I came back to it after a while. After that last episode, I was kind of shaking a bit with the intensity of the frustration. I'm glad this one was more relaxing. And this may be the shard with no runes in it, so we shall see how it all ends, I suppose. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheerio!